recreation and sports minister really a professional? That's what we're going to be looking at this week. As we wrap up the content of the course, I'm taking you back to Chapter 4, titled The Recreation and Sports Minister as a Professional. Now, I don't know if you've ever thought about it like this, and I sure hadn't before, that there are criterion, or should I say criteria, because there's multiple criterion, for what determines something to be a profession. So you're going to be reading through this chapter and you're going to be seeing some things, and hopefully you're going to be challenged as you get through this to try to answer the question, is this person a professional? Because if we have a whole chapter that's called the Recreation and Sports Minister as a Professional, then we want to consider what are the criteria that determine that. But I do want you to see at the bottom of page 75, as the author of this chapter discusses this, and by the way, the author of this chapter is a professor of recreation at Baylor University, so he's certainly worth knowing. He says, one should not forsake meeting people's needs through recreation and sports ministry in a professional manner just because there is not unanimous judgment that the leisure services profession is in fact a profession. Indeed, one must view professionalism as a developmental process. So let that sink in and let's see how you process that. As he continues in the chapter, he talks about two things for recreation and sports ministers to be aware of, and that is the potential for burnout. And I think you'll enjoy reading what are some things that we can do to guard against that. And then he makes suggestions for professional development for recreation and sports ministers. So as you wrap up this chapter, as you are thinking about what does it mean if the Lord is calling you to be a professional recreation and sports minister, what is that going to look like in your life? How are you going to pursue ministry opportunities? And perhaps this chapter will give you some direction as you look into this. You know, this has been a fabulous overview of lifespan recreation as we have looked at all the different facets through this semester. And I just hope that as you get ready to take the final exam in a week, that all the different pieces, what we, in some sense, what we called in the syllabus, the puzzle pieces, are coming together so that you have a picture, a broader picture of what it means to use this tool of recreation and sports ministry to reach the world for the kingdom of God.